Good evening, and welcome to the Crappie Anglers of Texas September meeting. Because he really did dominate the tournament, and he did some pre-fishing and so forth. So I think it's really would be interesting to understand, or at least hear, how he went about preparing for the tournament, what he did, what he thought, and how he carried through with his game plan. More so, that would be very helpful to all of us. So please, once more, let's welcome J. Don Reed.
Okay, those of you that know me know that I just got lucky as hell. I mean, that's what it all boils down to. We found some really good fish, and you know, frankly, when I first found them, I literally was looking for something else when I found these fish, and it got me started thinking, and it really did. It set off. I mean, that weekend, the weekend before and the weekend of the tournament, yeah, it was blind luck that I found these fish. But after I got to fishing them and what I haven't told anybody else, finding other fish other than the school. I fished one school of crappie, the same spot all day during the tournament. What I hadn't told everybody else is that I'd actually found about 6 or 7 spots exactly like that. I mean, the same type of pattern and the same kind of area. And I mean, it was just eye-opening experience after eye-opening experience. Those 2 weeks when we kind of stumbled into that. So to back up and cover a little bit of like what Jimmy was saying, when we first started getting ready for this tournament, we did go about preparing for it a little different because it was a big fish tournament. There wasn't any sense, you know, looking for numbers. Didn't even think about fishing a bridge. You know, we were looking for big fish, and on Fork for us, we thought that probably meant fishing timber. So we started fishing timber on the Saturday, the weekend before the tournament, and we fished 10 hours on Saturday. Fished nothing but standing timber. We caught 4 fish. The biggest one was 1.25 pounds, and it was just clear that was not gonna, that wasn't gonna work. And so Rhonda and I talked that night before we went back out on Sunday to fish some more, and said, look, for this tournament especially, we got to do something completely different. We might could find, a few 1.25 pounds, maybe 1.5 pounds fish where we were fishing, but we got to do something entirely different. You were feeling a bump or a little pop or something like that, that wasn't a crappie. Just leave it there. If I felt any pressure, bring it up and set the hook. And so the second hour we didn't do very good. The third hour we really started getting zoned in on that, and Rhonda got her rod going. By the time we finished up, we probably caught between 40 and 50 crappie that were 1.5 pounds or bigger. We didn't catch a single crappie that was a throwback. I mean, not one.